Today we have Bitdefender TS going up against Kaspersky TS, two of the biggest rivals, I would say, for one another. We'll quickly have a look at Bitdefender settings. Okay, so under advanced, pretty much everything here is enabled. Okay, many exceptions. Okay, there's our script. Advanced threat defense is enabled. Online prevention already much enabled. Firewall is enabled. Yeah. Ransomware protection. Yeah, so that's nice, quick and easy. We can have a look at Kaspersky. Okay, file antivirus. Okay, set to automatic. Yeah, set to scan all files. Deep scan. Okay. Web antivirus. Okay, so we're testing again with high settings. Network attack. Okay, no exclusions for that. Firewall is enabled. AMC integration is enabled. Okay, application control. System watcher set to automatic. KSN enabled. Okay. Now on the general, we do have self-defense, and I would say that's about it. We have the one exclusion for our script. Only one exclusion, that is for our script. Okay, let's just disable the protection and get this test going. Okay, so the malware is ready. So we have a nice batch today, 3,731 samples, and it consists of application files, whole bunch of Word documents, file list malware, images, and etc. Okay, so let's just make sure that these two products are up to date. Okay, let's just wait for these two to update and we'll start the test. Okay, and we are finally up to date. Now it's time to get the protection going. I'll do Bitdefender first. We have to do it manually. Okay, exploit protection is on. Ransomware. Okay, we are good to go. Give them a couple of seconds to make sure all the drivers are running. Okay, so before we start, let's have a quick squiz. Machines are clean, no funniness. Oops, sorry for that. Yeah, so I think we're ready to go. First test is obviously website test. Got some fresh links for the test today. All mix and match, fraudulent website, malicious downloads, you name it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so we're getting our first notification, so that's good. Okay, so it seems like we are done. Okay, let's quickly have a look at Bitdefender. Okay, nice big one. Yeah, so it seems like they're all blocked. So that Kaspersky. We still have this one that's running. Okay, so now it's blocked. We have this one. Okay, they're not downloading. Let's close this. Cancel. Okay, so nothing for Bitdefender. We have one file that's interrupted by Kaspersky, but I would say that's equal for them. That's good results from them both. Okay, now for the main event. This is obviously going to take a while. We have quite a couple of samples we need to execute. Okay, so let's have a quick squiz if there's anything running yet. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything. Okay, so I'll tend to this, guys, and I'll show you guys the final results. Okay guys, and yeah, the test is finally done. Kaspersky took significantly longer for the test to complete. Okay, so I have to point out on the Bitdefender machine, not sure if you guys can actually see us, but the mouse marker is not synchronized. So there's definitely a mouse marker delay on the Bitdefender machine, and that's after some of the malware executed, so that's definitely due to that. Okay, now let's have a quick squiz at what is still running on the Bitdefender machine. Okay, nothing suspicious on the eye and nothing according to virus total scoring. Okay, so we have this remote utilities one, and we've got uTorrent, uTorrent's helper, and then we've got this one. See what this one is. Okay, so Avast is aware of it, AVG, Komodo, Signet, Elastic, Google, Malwarebytes, and etc. So it's still a fairly new malware. Okay, so we only have those still running. That one. Okay, let's quickly see if we've got any startup items. Okay, so we've got uTorrent, and that's about it with the Sophos SSL, but I can't see anything malicious. That's good to see. The startup items, we obviously do have a couple of programs that are installed, so let's quickly have a look at that. Because obviously uTorrent installed, remote control software here as well, so obviously it can be used to connect to the machine. The back end, we have a couple of stuff into that installed, and oh, we still have this one that's open. So this one just keeps running like this. It's the same on the Kaspersky machine. Just this funny malware. Just doing this. Just close this one. Okay, so let's have a quick add Kaspersky. At least this one, the mouse is normal. It's not like on the Bitdefender machine. Okay, we have that screen connect. Then we have this one, torrent as well. We've got this malware. So we do have a couple of more that's running in processes versus the Bitdefender machine. Let's look at our startup items. Okay, so we also have only Sophos and uTorrent, so that seems to be equal for them both. Let's see what install. CoinSurf, uTorrent, this one. So it seems like a couple of more programs that install versus the Bitdefender one. So this one I can't close. Okay, now for Kaspersky, I'm gonna do the disinfect and restart. Give it that opportunity. Bitdefender, I'm gonna reboot, update it, and then start the full scan. Okay, so the advanced disinfection is completed. As you guys can see, we have 11 objects not processed. Let's quickly have a look at that. Let's say resolve. Seems to be only this one. Okay, so I think now we need to restart. As far as I know, it's supposed to restart on its own. So it did not do that. So I'll do a manual restart. And then once it's up and running again, I will then do a full scan just to make sure everybody that is a Kaspersky fan don't feel at a disadvantage. I think that advanced disinfection is more than enough, but let's do another full scan just to make sure. Obviously I can't restart because of the advanced disinfection is not allowing us, so I'll just force reset this VM and then start the scan. Okay, so I'm back at my desk. The full scans obviously for Bitdefender was done when the advanced scan for Kaspersky was running, so 393 objects were resolved. I did delete the malware from the desktop folder, so I'm assuming these were malware on other locations. Kaspersky finished the full scan, but one object is not processed. Let's quickly have a look at that. Okay, so let's say resolve. Okay, so we're just deleting this one. Okay, so the issue was resolved, so Kaspersky is green again. See, okay, so no issues there. Bitdefender is most probably going to do a cleanup before Windows boots. We're going to do a restart for Bitdefender. Yes, and then we'll restart Kaspersky and continue the test. Okay guys, and we are back, and I do apologize for the delay. Let's have a look at the final results. Heatman Pro on the Bitdefender machine only found the uTorrent installation files or just temporary files. It seems to be the same for the Kaspersky machine. Okay, with Norton we obviously have that wscan, update the local temp. There's a command prompt there, and then the two BitTorrents. Then we've got the same one, but we've got another one here. It's a coin, and then we've got another app data, also CMD, and there. So it seems to be one more issue according to Norton. Yeah, let's just close these two. Okay, so the Komodo quick scan found no issues. Okay, the Kaspersky quick scan also found no issues. Same on this side. Okay. Soft also found no problem, so that's really good to see. Okay, so here it seems like where it is different. According to Malwarebytes, there's no problems. According to Malwarebytes here, we do have the uTorrent link, which is odd. I'm not sure why I didn't pick it up on the Bitdefender machine. Then we still got uTorrent here, unless uTorrent was maybe, no, uTorrent is still there. And then we've obviously got these registry keys. And they all seems to be, all of this looks like it's linked to the uTorrent. So I wouldn't actually say that's maybe malware. I would rather maybe say that's a PUP. So that's odd that Malwarebytes on Bitdefender did not pick it up. Now let's quickly have a look see at what is running. Let's do the Bitdefender machine first. Just quickly gonna go through it. Okay, so uTorrent is obviously still running. That is labeled as malware according to 18 vendors. It should be the same on the Kaspersky machine. Yeah, so we've got uTorrent, so it's the same one that's persistent. Let's look at startup items. Okay, so it seems like we've got two uTorrent startups, which is odd. And then we've got the Sophos VPN. We've got one torrent startup and one SSL, but I would say this is exactly the same, so it's not two different ones, it's just two different startup entities. Let's see if we've got any document damages. Okay, documents. Okay, documents are good, There are pictures. Okay, pictures seems good as well. Okay guys, so I think I'm gonna wrap this test up. So let's do a quick recap. For me, it is extremely close. And I obviously know with people that do like Bitdefender or Kaspersky, you guys might disagree or agree with me on this, but I think it's extremely close between the two. During the test, there were less malicious processes running on the Bitdefender machine versus the Kaspersky. There were more malware allowed to run on the machine. There seems to be more programs that installed, like the CoinServe, installed additional over and above what installed on the Bitdefender machine. So maybe one or two more PUPs or PUAs installed on the machine. It had a little bit more malware running in the processes, but I would say it's fairly close. Maybe you can take the Malwarebytes result as a pinch of salt, because it is odd that Malwarebytes did not pick up uTorrent on the Bitdefender machine, so I'm not sure why, because they both were fully up to date. But yeah, even if you take out the Malwarebytes results, they were exactly the same, except for Norton that found one more problem. But yeah, you guys can make of this test whatever you want. Let me know what you guys thought about the test, but I would say it's extremely close. It's difficult for me to actually choose, but I would maybe lean more against or more with Bitdefender, just purely because Malwarebytes found no issues. There's one less PUP installed, and during the test more or less malware was allowed to execute. But at the end, if you look at the overall end results after the scans and the reboots, they are extremely close. So it is difficult for me to actually choose a winner. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think, which one you guys thought actually won between the two, and hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next test.